let's just zoom in real quick so y'all can really see how shapoppin' we've been looking a few days in the week. What's up, y'all? It's your girl AC, and I'm back with another video. What's up, y'all? It's your girl AC, and I'm back with another video. For those who are new, what's up? My name is Ansuline, but you can call me AC. As you guys could have read in the title, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I got this face, giving you guys a few tips and tricks on how I got this face and how I keep getting this face over and over and over and over and over again. Most definitely like this video so that I know that you guys like this type of content, and I will keep on making this type of videos in every shape and form that I can find and design and think of and ask around for. Just don't forget to subscribe if you like. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but if I did, I'll just like post a video right now. Don't subscribe yet, watch the video first, judge me, and if you like it, stay. So yes, if you would like to see how I got this face, then just keep on watching. I wish you guys the best, and yes, that's me logging out right now. Bye. So first things first, I did moisturize my face already. I used the Clinique Moisture Sure 72 hours auto replenishing hydrator. To hydrate my lips, I use anything from Vaseline to Vicks. I tend to use Vicks a lot more when it's getting like a little bit colder. And then we'll move along to primer. Now, I usually use the Baby Skin Pore Eraser, but lately I've really been loving the Givenchy Base Mattifying Primer just because I'm looking for a very matte finish. I love this scent. If you have a matte primer, this is preferably what you would be using for like this type of makeup look. I know my wig is back, really back. I'm gonna be doing that for the rest of the video because I have to be able to fix my face, but I do want to look a little bit more presentable because I actually never do my makeup with clothes on, nor do I do it with the wig on. But just to, you know, come a little bit more appealing, I decided to wear clothes today and a wig. Now the next step is something that I've just started. The next step that I'm doing is something that I recently started doing. I'm gonna be doing my eyebrows first, concealing them and everything. If you're in Belgium, I just bought it from the Hema. It's the eyebrow pencil in the color 09. I always used to do my foundation first and then my eyebrows, but I recently started doing this step and I really do like this step. And then to conceal, I'm gonna be using the Instant Anti-Age Eraser from Maybelline, and I'm just gonna conceal my brows. If you guys would like a makeup tutorial of me doing my brows, comment that down below or let me know on my Instagram or Snapchat or anything. You already know the drill. Now, a little tip that I'm gonna give you guys that I do every day actually. I like to take an anti-alcohol serum and just a little cotton pad, and then what I do is I instantly clean my brushes with that anti-alcohol every day so that I can take most of the bacteria away and that it's easier to wash my brushes when I'm ready to clean them. And then what I take is another little brush just to blend it out a little bit more, nothing much, you know. So the next thing I'm gonna be doing is washing my beauty blenders. That's what I always do. I never just do it before I start my makeup because I like it to be like freshly damp, you know. Yes, I know that they're dirty. Don't come for me, guys. I'm doing this on purpose because I will be making how I wash my beauty blenders and makeup brushes this evening. I do not recommend it, but you know, either you with me or you're not with me, but I still did it. So what I just do is I take the axis of my concealer that's underneath my eyebrows and I just push it a little bit more downwards. I don't want to put like eyeshadow base or anything because that would be a little bit too much. Then what I do is I take my foundation. I use the Clinique Super Balanced Makeup. This is the new packaging. If you have an old packaging, it's called the 15 Golden. And if it's the packaging of now, it's WN 114 Golden D. I'm gonna have to stay like this, y'all, because I really want to get my forehead done and everything. The next step we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little brush. I use this one because I have hooded eyes. And we're just gonna take our bronzer. I use the Sleek Makeup Face Form Contouring and Blush Palette in the color Medium 374. And all we're gonna do is just make a little crease for ourselves. I know with this type of eyes, it can be quite difficult to get a nice smoky eye without like looking like a raccoon, and I've come to notice that with this brush it's really easy. Then in this same palette you have, I know this one fell out and then this one is broken, but I'm gonna use this golden color in the palette. What I do is I take this pointy little brush, tap it just a little, and then just put it in the middle of my eyes to just make them look a little bit more alive. This is something of your preference. I just like the way this golden color comes on my eye. If you don't like it, then you can change it. It's up to you. And then we'll just go back with that same brush that we used earlier to just clean that up a little bit. So the next thing I'm gonna do is, of course, I'm going to conceal and contour my face. Now I use the Revolution Makeup it doesn't really say anything else. It's just this foundation stick in the color F6. Now this is a very light one, but I like how it turns out when you blend it out and bake it and everything, you know. Because it's so light, I use a very little bit on my chin. If you rush, you're not gonna get the perfect results. There's a saying in Dutch, it goes, Hassenspoed is zelden goed. It basically says that rushing is almost never the answer. Blending is key. You can use exactly the same products that I'm using today. If you don't take your time to really blend everything out, it's not gonna look as good as it can be. So just keep that in mind while you're doing your makeup. Blend everything out as much as possible. The reason why I use this color is because on some days I like to make it a little bit darker, and then I mix it in with my other concealer. Sometimes I just use that other concealer that I use for my eyebrows. But you'll see that the lighter you go, the sexier the baking turns out, and you'll see that in a minute when I start baking. So my beauty blender is already used. That's why it's taking a little bit longer than that it usually takes. And then when I'm done, I just blend out my nose a little bit. Not too much, just a little. And the contour that I'm using is the very famous and my holy grail LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Mahogany. So we're gonna blend that out as well. And don't forget, blending takes time, so take your time. You can also do this with a brush. I prefer doing it with a beauty blender because that's how I get my best results. Now if you want like a more in-depth tutorial, please let me know and I will most definitely make that. Okay, so now that we're done blending everything else, we're gonna bake. So what I'm gonna be doing is I call it quick baking. This is literally why I always do my makeup naked, because then I don't have to worry about all this. I love baking, but sometimes I feel like it's a little bit too harsh, and if you're going for an everyday natural glam, it's gonna be too much. So what I do is I take my baking powder. It's the Black Opal Soft Velvet Finishing Powder in the color Medium. So what I do is I take the back and then I just take my feather brush, tap everything off. I really pat it on the skin and then directly brush it off. And then you use the axis to just brush underneath the rest. Take it again, go around my smiling creases because I suffer with smiling creases. Now, don't put this away yet because we are gonna use it again. And then the next thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my contour palette again, take a big feather brush and just contour. Want to go right underneath that chin. And this is optional, this is up to you, but I love blush. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my, this is from the Primark, y'all. It's the PS Gold Rush palette. So just take any blush palette that you have, and I take like this feathering brush because I love how it turns out on my face. So then I like to take more than that I actually use under my eyes, and I go and cut that crease. Don't forget to also do it here, because a lot of people forget to do it here, and then you have like this awkward little line here. One thing that I will tell you is do not forget to close your baking powder directly, because I've had a lot of accidents because I didn't close it directly after using it. The next thing is also very optional, but I'm gonna contour the fuck out of my nose just for picture's sake, you know. Then I go back to my highlighting palette. I take my little highlighting brush. I like to highlight the shit on my face, so it's a big brush. You can also use a little one, but I prefer a bigger one. I like to take a smaller blend brush, and I use that to highlight the tip of my nose. If you would like an in-depth video of me doing contour and everything, and like really showing you how it's done, then just let me know on my Snapchat or my Instagram. You already know the drill. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna set that face. This is the I Love Revolution makeup fixing spray in the scents, I guess, vanilla and coconut. Yes, mommy, we're gonna set it. I'm gonna let that dry, and while it's drying, I don't like to talk, so I'm not gonna talk. Because it is supposed to be a natural-ish type of glam, I'm not gonna blend out my under eye. If you don't like how your eyes are and you want it to look a little bit more body, then you can just use a small tapered brush and then just go underneath your eyes, just like ching. But we're gonna skip that part, and what I then do is I take this little type of brush, I don't know what it's called, and then I'm gonna go in my NYX Perfect Filter eyeshadow palette, and then I'm gonna go in this shimmery white color, and I'm just gonna go in the inside of my eyes to just wake them up a little bit, because I am gonna be using lashes. And then we're gonna put some mascara. Use any mascara you want. I'm using the Sexy Pulp Volume Extreme by Yves Rocher. Just one layer, and then we're gonna pop our lashes on, and it's a done deal. So I'm gonna finish up with just putting a little bit of mascara, and then to finish it off, I'm gonna put some lip gloss on. Okay, so that's that for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you guys like to see such type of videos. Give me some tips or tricks or how I can improve my videos. And for the rest, I wish you guys the best. Have a nice day, have a blessed life, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.